Alright, we're back out here on the CB today. I've had some fun adding a few things to this bike. Some aesthetic modifications, a little bit of performance. Nothing too crazy, but I've definitely put a little love into it. I went as far as buying some metal polish and giving these headers some much needed TLC, because they were crudted up with a bunch of gunk. And now they're nice and silver again. So let's pull over here on Lemon Hill and check it out. So let's look at the seating position. We do bend a bit, but at my height, 6 foot, I'm still feeling like I have a pretty straight back. And I could even bend the elbows a little bit if I want to dip. So ultimately, I think it's pretty good. And at 6 feet, I've got a really nice bend in the knees. I can stretch out pretty darn good. That's the size. Alright, let's start with the aesthetics. I just put this cowl on the back. I think it does a lot for the shape. I also moved my license plate from down here and tidied it up top. I just really wanted to see this entire back tire. I thought that was a focal point of this bike, is the rear tire with the single-sided swing arm. In addition, to get more of this back tire, I also added the shorty exhaust. The shorty exhaust is a little loud, but ultimately I'm not too concerned about that, and I just really love seeing this back tire. Previous owner had already put these engine guards on. That's nice. I just got rid of my very useless mirrors, and I added these awesome lane splitter side mirrors, bar end mirrors. Yeah, bar end mirrors. I'm actually not a huge fan of bar end mirrors. I don't really like them, but the fact that I can do that sold me. Also added some nice adjustable CRG levers. Pretty simple mechanism to go up and down. I like them really close. I also got the shorty levers. Never had them before. Want to give them a shot. Still kind of getting used to them, but I don't hate them. And last but not least, this radiator guard. So because this has such a short fender, this just gets beat up. And I've already lost a radiator before on my Shadow. It was a $600 fix plus labor. So I'm taking no prisoners. This was well worth the money I spent on it. And look how beautiful I got these headers. I probably have a before picture I can throw in there, but they were cruded up with a bunch of gunk. They were practically black. So I put a bunch of elbow grease into them this morning, and now they're looking nice. I'm sure I could go back and do another round and get them really shining, but I'm pretty happy with my results so far. So yeah, I had already put the tank pads on. That's always the first thing I do. Tank pads are a must for me. My legs often wrap around the gas tank, and I just love that extra security feel, gripping the bike, hugging it, if you will. But she's cleaned up nice. I'm loving this profile now with that rear cowl instead of the passenger seat. I don't think I'll be taking many passengers on this bike anyway. Plus, if I do wish to, I still have the passenger seat, and it's as simple as that. My little storage. Got my plug for whenever I need it on a rainy day. Easy peasy. Yeah, I was a little concerned about water, because that's just wide open. Straight into the cat. So, being that I'm a commuter, I decided to throw a little dirt bike trick in there and keep a exhaust plug. Just cleaned up the chain real nice today. Get it back to silver. It's been raining a lot, so I've been riding in the rain. One thing though, now that I've tidied this back end up, this just sprays water up on me. It's not the worst thing in the world. I can live with it. And I honestly knew about it going in. I had done some research, and everybody's like, I love the tail tidy, but your back will get wet. Fair warning. So I can't say I went into it uninformed. But that back end is just so clean now. I think I might eventually shrink these down and do some micro LED style indicators like I have on my Scrambler. but that's on the back burner. Not a big deal. I was more about getting rid of that swing arm situation, whatever you call those splash guards. I wasn't so fond of the splash guard. But yeah, she is looking good now. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, I'm gonna go take a spin. I almost forgot, you guys probably want to see what it sounds like, right? A little before and after on the exhaust note. It's got a nice sound though. It almost reminds me of a two-stroke. It's kind of just like, got that little bit of a up and down kind of vibration sound to it. Much deeper, of course, but when I'm riding down the street and I let off the throttle, I get a little bit of a sensation like I did on my two-stroke bikes in the past. Let's hear it on rev. Sounds pretty good. You even get a little pop and crackle in the back. It's still fairly, restricted because the cat is still on, and I'm not going to remove the cat. I don't feel it necessary. But it's got a much better, much deeper sound, and I'm very pleased with it. So there's the sound check. All right, time to take a ride. Ooh, dusty roads, dusty. All right, no traffic. I'm loving these side mirrors. They really have increased my field of visibility by a mile. I was seeing so much arm before. Green light.